7 confluences that led me to buy EURUSD. Let us begin. Confluence number 1. EURUSD, as you zoom out, the more you zoom out, you realize more and more that it is absolutely bullish. At least from the 20th of September last year to present, it's been in a bull market. But you see, that's not enough. Obviously, we have to go up even more. And the more you go up, you'd realize that it is indeed bullish. Right? When you go, say, to the monthly, you realize from the beginning of its creation, EURUSD, from here, it has been a bull market. Confluence number 2. If we think about a bull market, we know that a market would never just go all the way up. It would always have its pullbacks, right? We can look at these pullbacks as grabs of liquidity, traders taking profits, etc., etc. The main thing, what I look at these pullbacks as, is where the dealer would actually allow the market to grab more orders to induce traders to think that it is going to sell off of these highs so that it can keep buying and breaking those highs and creating new highs. If we look at that on this market, you can actually see where it created those inductions to sell, and then it continues to buy to make higher highs. Confluence number 3. In recent times, if we think about it, we know that masses love to sell resistance. We know that at this area here, there'll be a lot of traders selling, which suggests that their stop losses would be right above. If that's the case, the dealer can only sell once he's taken out enough of these sellers. So if it did not sell off all the way from this last area and is now suggesting that it's going back bullish, it suggests that the dealer is actually going to try to push EURUSD back to this area and maybe even past it. Confluence number 4. Recently, since May the 31st to present, right, that's more than a month, it has gone into bullish momentum. Now, if we think about an alignment, we know that EURUSD is overall a bull market, and then presently, at least over the last month or so, it's also been a bull market. What does that mean? We have an alignment. So if we know we're looking for buys and we know that EURUSD is buying at this point in time, it makes sense to just have everything focus on the same thing. So the overall time frame is suggesting buys, the overall monthly is suggesting buys, and the lower time frames are also suggesting buys. It makes sense to buy. Confluence number 5. EURUSD would have recently breached this high and retested it. Now, here's how I want to think, or how I would like you to think about a break and retest. You know, the last time you broke your mother's vase, let's just say your mother had a vase, she had a bowl or whatever on her prize table, and you broke it, it shattered in multiple pieces. Remember the last time you probably tried to take some crazy glue or something like that, super glue, and fix it, and you realized that you probably couldn't, and you had to go and buy a new vase? Right. Every time something is broken, it can potentially be fixed, but it is up to you to see in a case like that if you can fix it. If you can't, you failed. So when the market breaks a certain level, the market will typically retest that level to see if it can fix that break. This is typically called a correction. So if now it breaks this level, retests it and fails, it will typically fall back beneath that level. So when I realized that EURUSD broke this level, tested it and failed that retest, once I saw that it actually failed and it could not fix that break, buys actually came in. Confluence number 6. When I come down to the lower time frame, you have it here again. You have price breaching this level, right? And as price breached this level, it tried, and I bought right here. It tried to retest it and then it failed. It actually started to buy again. So once I know that that's the case, in a case like this, I just use the 10 pip stop loss just to see what it would do. And so said, so done, it actually did buy. I don't want to say lucky, but it worked out in my favor such that I am now floating at a 1 to 6. Confluence number 7. My stop loss is currently at break even. I'm not going to trail it too heavily just yet out of fear that it's going to come right back. Now I know that it can come right back and still take me out. That's fine. This is not a trade that I was actually anticipating to take in any event. I just want to see how far it goes. If it goes further, then I'm glad for that. If it doesn't, then I'm also happy. And just the fact that I got it I'm happy with that. A big thing with a lot of teachers within this industry, they believe they should teach you their methods. I've learned something as a teacher over the last almost 8 years, 5 years being a teacher, that not every strategy will work for every trader. In fact, most strategies will not work for most traders. What you have to do is figure out what you're comfortable with, figure out what works for you. And once you can do that, once you can figure out what works for you and you're comfortable with, then you apply that to your trading. This is what works for me, momentum, using momentum to my advantage. Not saying it's going to work for you, full disclosure, but that's literally what I do. If you do end up trying to work with me, what I am aiming to do is see if I can get you to a level where you can understand what you're looking at and apply it. If you like that type of content, you like this style of explanation, definitely leave a like. Like I said, comment any questions you have or reach out to me directly, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you guys in the next one.